Are we overscheduling our kids? That is the question we're about to discuss this morning. Joining us is, of course, Kathy Buckworth. Then we've got Amanda. We've got Maureen Dennis. Amanda, do you have a last name or you like share? Amanda Muse.
Amanda Muse.
Amanda Muse. And Maureen Dennis.
Now, we're going to explain what's happening here right now because we are actually interrupting them in their show.
Yeah.
They're on Facebook Live right now on our Facebook page, and they're discussing this very important issue. Are you getting a lot of reaction?
We are, and we're getting comments from both sides of things. You know, parents who believe that there is a need to schedule their kids in a lot of different things to expose their kids in the outside world, but then parents who say kids need free time.
Okay, let's start with that. Go ahead, Kathy.
Yeah, so okay, let's see where our mommy bloggers stand on this issue.
I am of the stance where they need free time. Of course, my kids are 2 and 4, but I feel like even at 2 and 4, parents are really scheduling their little people to do stuff. And I throw out 80% of the toys. We move the TV downstairs. They still have iPads. But it's amazing what they come up with. They're building obstacle courses and laughing and enjoying each other. And sometimes they're just outside finding leaves, zombie tag, all the things. But right now, it's working.
What my parents did was just, you know what, throw an empty cardboard box at me.
Figure it out.
And you know what? That became an airplane. It became a spaceship. It became everything. Yeah.
And my kids are on the much older spectrum from as they range from 14 to 25. So they didn't grow up with screens in restaurants like a lot of the kids are today. So we did have them in a lot of activities and things. But I would say you only feel overscheduled, or pardon me, you only are overscheduled if you feel overscheduled. If it's working for your family, if you know your finances are in order, if you're actually having family dinners quite a few times a week, if the kids aren't stressed, if it's working for you, don't keep comparing yourself to other parents in terms of what are their kids doing.
I was going to say, Maureen, why do you think parents feel the pressure to enlist their kids in a bunch of activities? Do they worry that they'll be seen as a lazy or bad parent if they don't?
I don't know if they feel that. I feel like you're trying so hard to create a well-rounded person that you go, okay, they really have an interest in art, but they also like piano and they also want to be on hockey, and then they really enjoy their friends on the soccer team. And so it's hard to say no to those things that they're enjoying. But there are other things. Like, you do need to have a life still as well. The bank account's usually not just, you know, free-flowing. There is some limits financially that you have to take into consideration. And the time as a family, if that's the thing that's getting cut out of it all, or the free time to, you know, learn to bake or create, something with a fort or whatever it may be, to be that creativeness.
Yeah. What are studies showing? Are they showing that kids are feeling stressed out?
They are showing that they're feeling stressed out, that they're really, you know, feeling like they're not doing as well at everything as they should be. And I see the repercussions on the other end with the older kids, where they're really struggling. Am I going to be good enough to get into university? Am I ever going to get a good job? Self-doubt. And mom and dad aren't managing the whole time. It's very stressful for young adults, too.
Okay, I want to get to some of the comments because there are a ton of comments coming in. So I'm looking at this is the actual show right here beside me.
The Facebook show.
Some of the comments, I always have had trouble with the amount of homework it's sent home. I feel because kids do not have time to be kids. I also live in an area with no other kids. So extracurricular activities are the way to get my kids to socialize.
Well, I'll actually admit that I've now failed kindergarten. I'm on my 4th time because with my 4-year-old, I don't think she needs to be doing homework. I get that, like, I have 4 kids, so I've been through it 4 times. JK and SK are times to have fun and learn to be social and learn to sit on the carpet and learn to follow a structure within the school. But there's also, you know, times where we need to have our family time, and she needs that downtime at night. And it's a small window between home from school, dinner, and bed.
I wanted to address the community part of that, where she said, and it does, extracurricular activities can provide your children with a new community of peers, which can be really important outside of school as well, and they gain confidence in different ways on teams, etc.
Absolutely. My tweens, I'm seeing this as a really, really important key thing, is that they have the opportunity to, if they're having some trouble at school, it's okay. They've got their other friends from skiing and sailing. That now through technology, we're talking about the screens and whatnot, they're all friends through Instagram and Snapchat, so they're always communicating with all these kids, and it's like their confidence, even though they might be having trouble with one kid in their classroom, it's not as siloed as it used to be.
But could that be a disadvantage where, you know, kids are only staying in touch on their devices now? We're talking about screen time,
right?
Yeah, right. But if they don't see each other that much.
Oh, Winston, you bring up something huge. I wonder if that's a total, like you say, totally separate show. Have we lost our social skills? But is this just another nail in the coffin of true social skills, that the only way kids can seem to socialize is with people only who have like interests. So they're only socializing with big, tough hockey guys, or they're only socializing with people who like dance.
I think that's part of your role as a parent, though, is to expose them to lots of different people and places and things and foods and
then I think at this
experiences,
age,
right?
too, it's giving them a chance to figure out if they even like it or how to play without you involved. Because a lot of kids look to mom and dad like, I don't know how to do this without you helping me or coaching me.
Just
Give them
meeting
the
a
time
friend.
to
So
do it.
ask your kids, are you liking what you're doing? Do you want to continue it? Have them tell you whether they're stressed out. Would that be one
Well,
thing
that's
to
what
do?
you said with dinner time,
Yes,
right? Like
you
dinner
have to have
time's
dinner.
really important. That's
Yeah.
your family meeting. That's your time to check in with
We're having
everybody.
fondue tonight
and
at my
say,
house.
Ooh, would you like an
we
extra
will be-
six?
If you,
Yeah.
watch, if you watch Facebook Live, we're going to give you her address. Okay, we're going to continue this discussion. What we're going to talk about on Facebook Live right now is what are the warning signs that your kid may be overstressed and stressed out. So we're going to do that question right now on Facebook Live. So we'll be back on Breakfast Television in a few minutes. But you want to join in, go to our Facebook page and watch us live right now. Okay, so what about that? What are the warning signs we should be looking for?